We ready to see that ending? God knows I am. We need to do a tour of the lighthouses first, but after that, I don't think there's going to be much else left to do. So let's get excited, let's get, as the kids say, hype for the grand finale of this wonderful little video game. First I want to go here, and to do that I'm going to go here. Because that's how this game works. You never actually head in the direction you want to head. You head to the nearest bus stop and let everything else work itself out. So, here we are. Here it is. Been a fucking long game, hasn't it? Been a long one. I've only done probably 2 or 3 Let's Plays that have gone longer than this. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, obviously, you know, it's got that sort of Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon, whatever sort of vibe about it, which generally does make for longer form gameplay. But even so, seeing this game when I first picked it up, I was totally fully prepared for it to be more platformy and more I won't say more narratively focused than it is, because it is very narratively focused, but you know what I mean. I expected it to be a bit more railroady than it was, a bit less open worldy. But it's been cool. It's been cool. I'm talking with a lot of confidence here. I'm talking as if I am certain that this video will be the last in the series, but I'm pretty confident. I don't see there being much else for me to do. I mean, there's clearly a lot more else for me to do. If I'm being real, I mean, I've got a bunch of shenanigans to be getting on with. I have the collector to complete. There's 100%y type stuff that I could be doing, but I'm not about that. I just want to see the main stories of the main characters reach their climaxes, and then wrap it all nice in a nice little bow. But no, it's cool. It's been a cool game. But I've got more out of it than I was expecting going in, honestly, so fair play to it. Hats off. Actually, kinda sad to not see it pick up any awards at the Game Awards, if I'm honest. Particularly sad not to see Hades pick up more than one, to be honest. I know fucking Last of Us 2 clean sweeped, and fair play, but yeah, that was a bit of a shame. But we're here. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go hit up those light bulbs. Let's go hit that shit up. You know, I don't think I touched on the I meant to touch on this in the last video, I think, when I was talking about the Game Awards in a bit more depth. But new Dragon Age looks cool. New Dragon Age looks pretty cool, if you ask me. I've always been a big fan of Dragon Age. I thought it was one of the few sort of big AAA open worldy games that I've always found to be pretty up my alley. Hang on, how do I do this? Like this? Hey! That's one down. I'll try and remember where the other 2 are now. Oh. Ah. I thought he was going to comment on the whole lighthouse thing, but I guess not. What was I saying? I was going to say I was in the middle of saying something then. Oh, Dragon Age. I was talking about Dragon Age. Yeah, you can actually like ride dragons and shit. It looks pretty neat. Looks pretty neat. I'm pretty excited. You did it, Commander. The first fire has been lit, and you can hear the hopeful chants of the free people from afar. Your worth is grander than the mightiest arm of Rockthador the Paladin. The moon birds of Wa Aron will soon sing your praises in all languages of Romalda. None of this means anything to anyone except you, Buck, honestly. But Commander, as bright as our moment of joy can shine, we have to remain vigilant. Gotha and his lackeys will probably be alerted by the sight of the glorious fire, and, lurking in the branches, roll initiative, 15, great! Amidst the squalor of the exotic foliage, you can clearly decipher a group of orcs and goblins progressing towards your encampment, getting closer. Springing from their retreat, they jump on you. Fight. Another one of these, huh? Another one of these. Okay. That's fine. I never checked what the XP potion did. That's actually annoying. I'm gonna try and remember to do that this time. Oh, he's up there. It's a secret boy. How do I actually, like, did I just not get to that dude in time or what? Like, why did that not count? Can I not just walk to them? Do I have to actually, like, jump at them? Is that how this works? I actually straight up do not understand the mechanics of this minigame. They're just all purple, and I don't have the cooldown to keep pinging them. Oh yeah, I can just walk into them. Okay, fair enough. I only get like 10 glims for doing that though, so if I just didn't do anything, would there be an issue? Do I have to hit a certain quantity of these, or Book will be sad with me, or what? Because I don't think I did particularly well last time, and Book was like, "Yeah, you did it, well done." The dust from what was an epic battle barely settles. Layers upon layers of evil carcasses litter the ground of the battlefield. You are exhausted, but once again victorious. Make a perception check. 14. Success. As you observe your defeated enemies, you can only wonder where Gomgotha lies. He is nowhere to be seen. His pathetic retreat doesn't surprise you. He is a follower of Gore Nemloth after all, and his cowardice is notable. Quick, let's ride post-haste. The next fire awaits. Onward. I think the thing that awaits right now, old buckaroo, is a quick power nap to get us through to the morning. I remember one of the light bulbs was on one of like the floating wreckage areas, and I think the other one was just in another lighthouse, right? There was another lighthouse somewhere. I just don't remember where. I'll have a look on the map. I'm sure it'll all come flooding back to me as soon as I lay eyes upon that glorious, glorious sepia canvas. That's it, do your stretches, take your time, love. Got nowhere to be. I'm thinking maybe up yes, there it is. That's not how I do that. That's not how I do that. I'm such an idiot. Right, there we go. Cool. Cool, okay. Yeah, Dragon Age. Yeah, BioWare haven't been doing great with their track record recently. I mean, let's be real. Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem, like, come on, dude. But I still have some amount of faith in those guys. I think they've made some good games in the past, and you know, I like Mass Effect for what it is. It's not my favourite game in the world or anything. I don't quite get the extreme hype around that series, but I always, you know, found it to be an enjoyable enough little experience. And Dragon Age, yeah, I fucking love Dragon Age. Even Dragon Age 2, I thought was decent. It's like the black sheep in the 3, but I always thought it was pretty solid. What is it with 2s being shit? What's the deal with that? Why? There's loads. I mean, obviously Dark Souls is the first one that comes to mind, and I need to obligatory mention that at least once a video, so here it is. But there's been loads of games where they like have a really classic first game, and then the sequel is really mediocre, and then sometimes they come back and make a really good third one, and sometimes they just stop after the second one because it was shit, you know. But it seems to be a common occurrence, and I don't know why that is. There's gotta be a reason. I suppose it's I think there's a word for it actually, isn't there? There's like a specific terminology for trying to follow up like on a really good sort of debut. Like sophomore album syndrome, I suppose, you know. If you come out swinging hard, you give all you've got to your first release. Not that Dark Souls or Dragon Age were either of their developers' first releases, but you know what I mean. If you come out swinging, then all your good ideas for that context are already used up, right? So then you've just got to come up with some new stuff out of nowhere for the sequel, and it might not be as forward-thinking or as exciting as the first one was, you know. Where the fuck's this lighthouse? I assume it's up, and I just needed to actually successfully jump there in order to see it. Yeah, here it is. It's this big-ass fucking building here. I don't have the key, but that's fine. We've climbed up here before. I remember this very clearly now. It's all coming flying back to me. Why did I not get this? Look, heat-treated crab. Some people call that cooking. Don't worry, I'm just going to heat-treat my bread and turn it into toast. I'm sure it's a proper culinary term that I'm just not familiar with because I don't cook, but, you know. I'll deal with your shit in a second, Buck. I just want to start heading for the final lighthouse. Right. Superb. As the second fire of Tondor is lit, clamours of exhortation spread throughout the vast expanses of the kingdom. The Chosen One has arrived. She who bears the light will help us all. Glory to the Commander. Glory to her law. Your heart lifted by such grandiose acclamation, your soul irradiates with serenity, but your mind remains watchful and perceptive. You know that, stirred by an upheaval that marks their near demise, the orcs of the Shadowsteel clan must be closing in on your position, and, lo and behold, roll initiative. 20, critical. Without a moment of hesitation, you jump into the fray. Taking by surprise the approaching phalanx of orc fighters, you ready yourself to mow through them with deftness and style. Fight. Hooray! I wonder if I could just, like, not do these. If I just didn't speak to Buck between each lighthouse. If I could just get away without having to do this. It's not the best minigame. And again, I forgot to check what the XP potions do. I was too busy talking about fucking Dragon Age, wasn't I? Oh no, I'm fucking it. There we go, go on. Oh, come on. Come on, I got to him. I'm saving my my big thwack ability. My that for when there's a purple shiny fella. But I feel like maybe I should use it more when it's off cooldown just to help me reach the other ones more easily. I'm really bad at spotting these when they're not like right in the center of my vision. They don't like stand out super well, is the thing with them. Like most of, I won't say every because I can't remember if that's specifically true, but most of these mini games tend to be heralded with like a big shower of particles and stuff. You know, it's like really obvious the thing you're meant to interact with. But this one less so. These are literal cardboard cutouts after all. It was like, was it this one? Or was it that one? I can't remember which one it was. This... No, this was the place with the underground zinc ore mine and everything, wasn't it? Yeah, so it should be this one then, I think. I think it's this one. I'm gambling. I mean, it's not really like the biggest gamble in the world, right? If it's not, I'll just dejectedly walk back to my boat and go to the next place. But what's up with him now? Hey Buck, what's up with you now? Oh, he just wants to follow up. They didn't stand a chance. What remains of their shattered dark armors is promptly blown away by the swift northern wind. Commander, you are victorious once again, and this time Gomgotha couldn't oppose your strength and was heroically slain. The orcs of the Shadowsteel clan shall henceforth dread your might, Commander. Cunning they will have to prove to even attempt to find you, but let's not dawdle a second more. Your goal is within your grasp, Commander. Let's set sail again to the ultimate fire of Tondor. Yeah, let's do that. Sail we are a-setting to Sandwich Walk, which is still a very silly name. I've not forgotten. I've remembered. Where are my experience potions or whatever the fuck they were? Actually, where are they? Ah. I can't use them for anything, are they? It looks like they should be used in crafting for something, but I don't really understand what those are for, to be honest. We can build everything, and we have. It might be for the final ship upgrade, I suppose, actually, thinking about it. Could be for that, right? Or maybe like an improvement on a building that I've not bothered to improve. I don't know. It's clearly not anything that I'm that bothered about right now. Whee! Just killing time now. Just soaking in the sights. The sights of my glorious boat of fucking monoliths to dead people. It's pretty depressing around here, honestly. Just all these empty chalets. And I'm left with a D&D nerd and a absolute bitch of a lecturer. Oh well. Don't get me wrong, D&D nerds are cool guys. I'm one of them myself. Hello, Final Sheep. I never collected you because... why would I? What possible gain could I... oh, here it is. Turns out I was right. I thought I'd have to climb a bit higher to find it, but it was right there. Hey, I got an achievement for that. Very nice. Shall I bring him? Come on. Come on board. I'll give you corn. Oh, I've got an achievement for that as well. Hey, look at this. I'm making all the achievements suddenly. It's alright, I'm not growing crops anymore, so it's not like you can steal anything from me. Sublime. At last, the world erupts in elation. All the fires have been lit, Tundor has arisen. The Lich God Gornemloth is on the verge of being defeated once more. But, what is it? What is this terrible ruckus you hear? 1,000 war horns roar at once. Could it be? Fatefully, yes. The final assault of the Shadowsteel clan, led by One-Eye Omgrothog himself. Clad in the eldritch armour of Rongmar, Omgrothog points his loathsome blade at you. You won't escape me this time, you miserable maggot. I will destroy you and their hopes for this world. Trembling in fear and apprehension, you gather your inner strength to face the enemy. Make a courage check. 18! Success! The orc won't scare you, for you are the light bearer, the chosen one. Now the time has come for you to show them what you're made of. Fight. Are we going to have like a special cardboard cut out for Omgrothog? Or is it just going to be another wave of the same? How's this going to go down, bud? What's your plan for me? I've got to say, you weave a good narrative as a DM, but you're not really making the encounters particularly interesting. I one-shot everything. And they don't even shoot back, you know? I mean, come on. Give me some challenge. Let me use my super rad warlock abilities I've got. Warlocks are cool. They get all their spells back on a short rest. I mean, that's fucking neat. Sorry, I have actually been playing a bit of D&D lately, so it's all pretty fresh in my head. I'm actually the DM myself. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but it's fun. It's fun getting to weave a little story, you know? If you've never played Dungeons and Dragons and you're like at all into like role-playing games and narrative storytelling and anything like that, even in the slightest, I suggest you give it a go. It's an experience most nerds need to have at least once. It's a bit rough if you're a bit socially awkward to get into it, but once you sort of shed your initial apprehensions, it's a pretty good time. Pretty good time. Heading to the Everdor now, or planning to head to the Everdor at least, but I don't know, I'm assuming we are right at the end of what the I thought she had like eaten him or something for a second there. Speech bubble just coming out of her chest. Through the thick mist of the aftermath, a silhouette is barely discernible against the terrifying backdrop of a gargantuan battle. All free people of the world are holding their breaths, hearts pounding in their chests. A deafening silence creeps in as atmosphere thick as a rock. Victory! The Chosen One has triumphed. She who bears the light has conquered. In a crackling sound of terror, Gornemloth's shadow stops immediately its course over the darkened sky. The Lich God is no more. May the radiant Fae bless our souls. May Halor forever watch over your path. May the graces of Imelda sing your praises for aeons to come. I don't think I've heard of Imelda before. That's a new bone you're throwing me there. The world is saved, and now, jaded but jolly, the hero stands up once more. Looking at the horizon, her heart fills with hope, her resolve stronger than ever. A chapter of her adventures might be completed, but her story is far from over. Rejoice, free people of the world, for the Chosen One will be back. But for now, she will rest her heavy shoulders, unload her burden, and once more gaze at the stars. Hot damn, I'm tired. Congrats! You did it, Stella. Okay, now if you don't mind, I need to take a break. I'll take some time to think about what great adventure we could do next. A space opera with lasers and spaceships, a post-apocalyptic road war setting, or a horrific eldritch adventure with cosmic horrors, maybe. We'll see. I was kind of hoping he'd be like, okay, we're done, I can go to the other door now. Maybe we just have to let some time pass. We'll take Elena. We'll drop old Elena off. I'm sick of her stinking up the place, honestly. Vile creature that she is. I never thought a game could make me hate a dog quite so much as this one has. I hate Elena more than I hate my own dogs, and that's saying something. Where is she then? We're gonna have to like talk to her again. We can't just drop her off silently. Just push her off the boat as we drive past. Stella, we are here. I know I've been working you hard lately. I hope you do understand. Everyone needs a little bit of discipline in their lives. For someone who takes others to the afterlife, you're holding on surprisingly well. I do have one last request for you. It won't be an easy one considering what we've been talking about. Will you make the journey with me? Oh, I should have said no. Thank you. I think if I'd said no though, it would have just been like a, oh well, we'll try again next time. Like a Pokemon no, you know? Talk to the NPC again and actually say yes this time or else. Could you actually like navigate this boat just like a little bit slower? I'm having a hard time keeping up here, Elena. You're just fucking lightning speeds all the time, aren't you? Absolutely bombing it down these ladders. I've never seen anyone move quite so fast. Again, she is like a greyhound or a lurcher or something as well, right? Like, she is a fast dog. But then also she is walking on her hind legs, so I mean, there's that, I suppose. Hey, Buck. You want some food? I'm gonna feed you in front of Elena. Have some sustromung. No comment, fair enough. I don't know what it is either, to be honest. One last thing. So, you were my first student in this place. I don't think you deserve a passing grade. I won't hold it against myself, and neither should you. A lesson you should learn from this. If life is hard, you should not be hard to it. People have the ability to change. You have the ability to change. You can shape how you want to be. I know that this is sometimes a tradition, the passing of a legacy, a token at the end, an heirloom, something for you to remember my time here. I do not wish to give you one. However, I've prepared something greater, tasks and requests from the great beyond, that you will receive, a useless object that will make you think of me. Oh, sorry, a useless object will not make you think of me, but lessons will. I don't know, I think a useless object probably would. You have a memento of a dead person, it's probably going to make you think of them. Unless they really meant literally nothing to you, which to be fair, Elena doesn't. Do my best to forget her. Hopefully this will all be over soon. Hopefully. Let me think of something. Okay. I'll just say it. I just want to say, truly, from teacher to student, I am proud. You did good work. Is that it? I guess that's probably meant to be more meaningful than it actually is. I'm supposed to care what she thinks of me. Spoilers, I don't. someone is that demanding, that overbearing, that, you know, toxic in your life, then as far as I'm concerned, them turning around on their deathbed and going, you know what, I'm proud of you, doesn't really forgive any of that. Fuck 'em. That's some real life advice from Average Joe. I don't give that very often, but genuinely, if someone is a shitlord, then cut them out. You don't need that. Doesn't matter who they are. Fuck them. I've been thinking, when we get there, maybe, just maybe, we can hug. We'll see how I feel. I never actually tried to hug her. Is it something she wouldn't have let me do? It's possible. I had absolutely no desire to do so. This is the only time I'll let you. Come on. That's it, get lost. I had enough of your bullshit. Achievement unlocked, Spiritfarer. Wait a minute. Hold up. I wasn't intending to look at any guides or anything with this game. But I think that was the deal with every passenger achievement, which is weird because I still have old Buckaroo on board. Just give me a second. Just please yourselves for a second. Entertain yourselves. I can't be the all singing or dancing monkey all the time. Sometimes I need to Google things, you know? So, book, quests. I know this is really, really engaging. Reading and talking at the same time. It ain't my strong suit. He will not have a quest that ends with him going through the Everdor. Huh. He offers mini errand quests after the final spirits depart. Okay, I guess we're done then. I guess Buck stays on board. I guess we leave. We just leave him floating here on the fucking boat on his own. That's really depressing, actually. I almost don't want to leave because I don't want to do that to good old Bucky. Oh fuck! Didn't mean to do that. I don't want to hug you. I just want to steal your flower. It's my flower. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that minor distraction there, but I had to know. I didn't want to be fucking about for another God knows how long. Trying to get Buck to the Everdor if it wasn't actually something we could actually do, you know? So how do we do it? Do we just... Can I just... From this point onwards there is no turning back. Do you want to continue? Yeah. Yes, I do. I think it's time to continue. I think I've delayed this long enough. I think 30 episodes is a nice, good round final number, you know. A real nice point to end on. It's going to be an interesting little journey. I thought Elena's was awkwardly silent, but Stella, she's not the talkative type, is she? She's going to row a little boat on her own. Well, not on her own, she's got a little cat with her. Does that mean the cat's going to die too? That's a little bit depressing. Maybe the cat will go back to Buck in the boat on its own. The cat will be the next Spiritfarer. does have a little glowy orb after all, so fully equipped to do the job. It's not that hard a job, really. I complain, but, you know. Plant a few carrots, collect a few materials, build a few buildings. It's not the hardest thing in the world. I think I could be a Spiritfarer in real life. Sounds like a pretty chill life, honestly. I wonder if they get video games on that boat. The music's nice. I don't think I've heard this full version of this theme before. Or at least I've not been paying attention when it's been playing. Let's put it that way. Good soundtrack in this game overall, really. Aesthetically, very, very pleasing game. Definitely have my gripes with its gameplay, but to look at and listen to, it's done a real good job. Done a real good job on those fronts. Oh, now what? Okay. Cat hug. Guess they go together. Just like one of those old pharaohs who have their cats buried alive with them and shit, you know? Cat. Cat in a hat. They have a joint constellation, like they're a single being. And that's the end. Okay, okay. In loving memory of Solan. Whoa. Shit.
Memories that were left behind bring us closer to the end of this journey where we grew as friends. Take me through the mist and storms in waters that are still unknown. Under guiding starlit sky we will learn how to say goodbye. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But it's okay, we'll be together. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But I know we will remember. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But it's okay, we'll be together, my friend.
Normally I'd sum up my opinions of a game over the credits, but that was a really pleasant little tune, so I didn't want to talk over that. That was Spiritfarer. Quest completed, Stella's Last Voyage. Still hitting me with that that endorphin rush of quest completion dings even on the menu after we've finished the fucking game, eh? That's real cool. What do I think of this game? I really liked it. I really did. I mean, probably wouldn't have played it for 30 hours or near enough if I didn't, right? But I mean, off the bat, like, the art style and the animation and the music, all very, very nice. I believe I said in an earlier episode that it's a shame it doesn't have proper voice acting, and I still stand by that. I think really powerful voice acting performances could have, like, risen this game up another tier, giving it that real sort of emotional, more visceral connection, I suppose. I do have my gripes with the gameplay. Like, the controls just felt a little bit off sometimes and a little bit loose. That's the best way I have of explaining it. And sometimes it was a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to say unintuitive. I like that the game never really sort of forced you down a single path, but just sort of gently guided you in the direction of completing things. That was great. But there were moments where I mean, if you watch this whole Let's Play, you'll have seen moments where I straight up just sort of was struggling to work out what to do next for a little while until it all sort of, I realised I was missing something really obvious or whatever, which, you know, fair enough, that could quite easily be on me. And I feel like there was maybe like the whole cooking aspect of it felt a bit, I don't want to say superfluous or overcomplicated, but it's like there was 100-odd fucking recipes to make, and let's face it, you only really needed to know how to make about 5 of them. Just so long as you had like a vegetarian thing for summer and a stimulant for Giovanni or whatever, you know, you gotta tick those boxes, but like, there was never really any sort of drive to experiment with the various recipes and that, aside from 100% completion's sake, which I know works for some people, but that's not really my thing particularly. But overall, I think it was a really cool take on that whole sort of, I don't want to say survival, because obviously it's not a survival game, but it has sort of, you know, that sort of survival aspect to it. Grow food, feed your villagers or whatever, build up your base, that sort of thing. It was a cool take on that was sort of low pressure. Look, stop giving me requests. Let me talk in peace. Yeah, very low pressure environment, and it also, like, my issue with your sort of Harvest Moons and your Stardew Valleys is that I never really have. It's a game that sort of encourages. Those games tend to encourage you to form your own goals, to forge your own path, and that's great for some people. But I liked how this game incentivized that more by having actual, like, characters there that had day-to-day needs and wanted specific things from you, and, as I say, drove that core gameplay loop for more than just like, I'm gonna grow a load of parsnips so I can sell these parsnips and buy more seeds so I can grow more parsnips next time sort of loop, you know. It was nice that there was that extra sort of element, and even though a lot of the characters were annoying, I think they did manage to sort of make them feel more real as a result of that. Don't get me wrong, some of these characters, Elena in particular, who we've griped about plenty in this video especially, were a bit much. But, you know, people have flaws, people have personality quirks, and some people are just unlikable, you know, but that doesn't mean they don't have an interesting story to tell, or a or other relatable aspects of their personality that you can find enjoyment in, you know. So overall, very cool game, even if its title is written in white against white clouds. How's that for a nitpick? But overall, very cool game. I highly recommend it. Genuinely, even if you just sat and watched me play it for however many hours it's taken me to do that, pick it up yourself. It's a fun time. It's a chill time. It's an enjoyable pastime. Probably not the sort of thing that lends itself well to a let's play, as I have discovered this time. It does often sort of get very low paced and plodding to a degree. Monotonous, even, some people might say. But if you're looking for a game that doesn't ask too much of you but still provides plenty in return, then I can't say fairer than Spiritfarer, honestly. So buy it if you like it, play it if you like it. If not, that's cool too. But thanks for watching, guys. I am going to be taking a break because Christmas is around the corner and I will be spending that time with my family and not recording Let's Plays. So I'll be gone for a little while. I'll be back in the new year. I might knock out a couple of random videos before that, but there'll be no major Let's Play action for a while. But for the most part, yeah, my channel will be back in January for whatever the fuck I end up doing in January. I'm sure it will be fun and games for everyone. Mostly me, for I'm the one playing them. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks as ever for watching. I do appreciate anyone sticking around and spending time with me and my utter off the wall ramblings. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.